What's up, True Crew? I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something with a CH, and True Crew came out. All right, it's gonna be just a generic in the field real world test because I don't want to make a video about HD systems. We're here with Kevin and Mike hanging out in the background. And so this is legit. This is going to be a video where I have set it up on a quad, which I'll show you in a second. This is the Byte Frost, the Fat Shark new system. And I have flown the HD DJI system. I've watched all the videos that are out. I still fly analog. I don't really care. I know that I've talked to Greg at Fat Shark, and he said that this particular system is not necessarily like the end-all be-all HD system. It's something that came out specifically to push it in the right direction, so they are not assuming that everyone is going to immediately switch to Byte Frost. And I think DJI is assuming that everyone's going to switch to Byte Frost, and I was sent that system early, and I was sent this system early, and I really couldn't give a fuck to fly it because, again, it's not something that I'm going to switch to, but it is something that I'd like to try at least. I have tried the DJI system, wasn't impressed as far as what I'm going to use it for because of the variable latency. And then now this thing, which is made by Fat Shark, which is a company that I've been endorsing since day one with the HD, 1, 2, and 3, and actually even before when they were just the HD, whatever, it was a black goggle. And Kevin's trying to get the fuck out of here. He's looking at his watch like, all right, let's go.
I'm getting all them texts.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to flip this camera around and show you the quad. So this is the quad. It's an old Alien. It's got this run cam thing in here, which is cool because, again, Fat Shark's trying not to be, like, super sole proprietor, enclosed. This is all, like, open source for the most part. And I don't even have the most optimum setup on here. I got some janky-ass Foxeer thing that was a MMXC connector, which Kevin was like awesome to give me because I don't fucking have one of those. Who's got those? Sorry, I'm cussing a lot. YouTube's probably going to ban this whole video 5 minutes in. You got this little camera in here, which, again, I've kind of ghettoly mounted in there because this is not designed for whatever that is. And we're running 6S, which fucking DJI doesn't do. Sorry, DJI, you're behind. 6S is now the standard.
And you know what I realized after I gave you that antenna?
What?
I've got like a million MMCX to SMA antennas or extensions.
Oh, connections?
That I can't use.
What a douche.
could've
You just gave me an antenna that I had to...
I gave you a
I gotta, like,
antenna.
poke it out.
I could have given you like a legit lead that you could have used like normal.
Damn it. All right, and then here's the other end setup, which
I also gave you antennas for.
Yeah, I didn't have... I only had those two antennas, which I typically run on my thing. Let me see the other side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that thing, this is kind of a pain in the butt. Like with the DJI system, you get goggles. With that, you got to like strap this thing and got to have an HDMI cable. I'm sure something cool is going to come out. I'm not going to record any HD, but yeah, I'm going to be running HD2s. And that thing, and it's going to be running off of a 2S, which, you know, I feel like at this point we should be able to plug in anything. Should have a regulator, but maybe it does. I don't know anything about it. It's on this side. But hold on, let me turn the quad on.
It just says DC.
Yeah, let me turn the quad on. Mike, you mind holding that for a second? You mind manning that for a second? All right, we turned on there. We turned on here. It's getting dark, which is probably going to help this situation. Dude, I got to have it's a 3-man crew for a freaking live stream these days.
Byte Frost.
Yeah, bro. This is like what you want when you go out, right?
Dang, I got video. I already got breakup. Do you see those little... From what I understand, this is how this system works. You see how you get like little glitches that are like kind of static? It's kind of similar to the static that you get with analog.
Okay, let me ruin my settings in my goggles because I've never touched them. And you gotta have like 80 people with you, or otherwise it's not gonna work.
That's gonna like carry the monitor around and make sure that you don't run out of HDMI cable.
A little higher so I can get some video.
Let me. I'm gonna have to like aim the antennas.
What is touching? Hold on. Something's touching.
Are you sure it's touching?
Oh, I think it's just a noise. I was trying to kick it to make it better. All right, are you ready? I keep forgetting that you're my source of video because for a second I was going to be like, oh, if I get shitty video, I can just wait. Does it have audio? Nope.
He's flying without audio.
Down score to all these HD systems. They don't have freaking audio. So it's just like it's just silent in there. Maybe I can hear the breakup. We'll see. All right. Time to fly. I'm going to just fly, like, I'm going to chill for a second. I have no idea what the fuck video is going to do because I don't have any OSD. Great. I don't know how to do this. So we'll set a timer for 3 minutes because that's.
Is it gonna just keep flashing no SD the whole time? Are you seeing that in your feed?
I'm not seeing that.
Okay, good.
You want to put an SD in there? Is it annoying?
I don't have one in my pocket, or I would.
I got one. Not in my pocket.
Kevin, I know you see this. I see nothing.
What am I seeing?
I don't know. Somebody's just wanting my attention.
Here, stick this sucker in there.
My hands are tied.
Okay, I'll stick
Mike,
this
stick it, or somebody else.
I got it.
There's the SD card. Other end.
Where? Here?
By my hand.
Oh god. Oh god.
Don't let go of it until I tell you I got a grip on it, because I don't right
I'm not
now.
letting go of it. Ooh, that was
Okay.
not a satisfying clip.
I got it.
Oh, shit, I can't twist around. Okay, guys. Woo!
Okay, let me just try and make sure I'm like somewhat pointed
So I'm gonna
in the
cruise first, 'cause
directions.
I don't know what the latency's like. I don't think we've heard anybody talk about the latency.
Oh dang, you're recording too.
Wow. Well. I mean, flying in close, I don't really notice that much, if any, latency at all.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Don't kill us.
But, like, the HD video is good, but I feel like a CMOS camera looks this good.
We can talk about that in a second.
And when it does break up, there's like these little flashes that sometimes.
Yeah, like it gets a lot staticky quick.
But, you know, not having variable latency is great. DJI, fucking take a hint.
Yeah, I'd rather have the
Latency.
static.
I'd rather lose video completely than have variable latency, to be honest. So I was flying this spot pretty fucking hard earlier. So it's new to me, but I feel like I'm a little scared to go super far away. I mean, I watched Bardwell's video on this, and I did see that, hey, it wasn't the best as far as breakup and going far. But that's not really, like, not everybody wants to go to the moon. Like, most people that fly FPV fly real close. So it's like, can it do flippy floppies kind of close? But I feel like, all right, so flying this fast and flipping and doing all kinds of rolls and shit this fast, I don't notice it being a better image.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look HD to me. Like, when you fly fast. Obviously, we're flying at, like, a shitty lighting time of night. And those little glitches and shit. I think there is a tiny bit of latency. Did you see how I started overcorrecting a little bit there? I don't know, just, I noticed it. I don't think anybody else did. Why is it breaking up more now?
Oh, I think my angle's getting off.
Oh, I was in, oh fuck, whoa, what was that? Did you see that jittering?
Yeah, like stuttered.
It like stuttered mid power loop. It stuttered again just then too. Well, that's kind of disconcerting because I haven't seen that until now. And I did hear my beeper, so we got, you know, probably a minute left of flying. So this is the thing with like HD so far. Everyone that I've seen that's done a video on HD systems just kind of cruises around. They're like, yeah, man, it's really smooth and good. Oh, it's getting bad. Let me turn around and cruise back. But who the fuck flies like that? No one. I'm sure there's a video out there that I'm not giving credit to because I don't sit on YouTube all day and fucking watch people fly. Oh God. I can't tell if this battery...
I'm trying to hold my arm still. This is hard.
This battery is totally dead. Like literally ran it to the bone. All right. I guess we're gonna do like final conclusions after I take off this thing and unplug this battery before it turns into a puffball. I'll just unplug this.
All right.
Okay. There we go.
All right, that's gone to standby. I'm gonna unplug.
All right. So, since we're live, I guess we can get questions about it and then answer those questions.
Now, number one, so it's what I've been hearing from everybody is that the camera may not be the best, but it's analog. Okay, so it's HD analog, which is,
This thing?
yeah, which means that anybody can make an HD camera for it. So
Yeah.
we may see better cameras for the system in the near future.
That is the one thing, like I said, that this particular system has over DJI is the fact that it's not closed source.
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't really help anybody out because it's kind of like OpenTX unless someone like FR Sky buys it, and probably DJI will eventually be like, hey, let's fucking buy that because that has something that we may need for our stuff, and then it'll be closed source and screw everybody in the future. But as of right now, everyone's always asking, do you fly HD systems? Yes, I have, and I won't be switching, mainly for the two reasons are that when you fly fast and do flippy floppies, there are two things that are actually degrading on the image, and it's the fastness. It can't like keep up. Not necessarily that this system has crazy latency, which it didn't, as you saw flying just then, but the breakups were weird. And then also when I was flying fast, it would occasionally stutter, which is not something you want, that you don't get with analog. And then if you fly a DJI, all of a sudden now your video latency is, and actually your control latency, depending if you're flying the control link or not, those are also variable depending on how crappy the signal is. So if you're flying around yourself and you're flying in an open field, sure, DJI is going to be great for you. If you're flying in a racetrack in an open field, sure, DJI is probably going to be great for you. If you're going to a particular scenario where you're flying by yourself for a particular commercial shoot and you're in an area where analog video sucks really bad, aka a scenario that Air Blaster told me about where he said DJI actually outperformed analog because there's a lot of multipathing, hey, that's going to work. Are you going to carry around the giant goggles on you all the time and have this setup that you're never going to use because you use analog all the time because you're not afraid if you're going to use HD, and then all of a sudden one time you bring it out and it works and HD system's better than analog? Who has time for that or the money for that? Probably not a lot of people. So analog for freestyle, if you want to just get into FPV and you want to feel like spending a lot of money, then do it. Buy DJI, or you know, this is cool too. It's a great starting point, but I don't think I'm going to be switching to any of this stuff anytime soon. So 2 generations from now, I think it'll be mint, or should I say fucking mint, as everyone in the world does now on TikTok. So, any questions?
Somebody asked any long-range receivers. That was a super chat, and I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, honestly.
Don't know what that is. And obviously, we didn't give it the best scenario in the world because I do have this antenna on here, and we have just like random antennas on the thing. But I feel like at most of the time, everyone else in the world is going to give it a generic setup as well. You're not always going to have this like optimum video setup. And that was another thing that Air Blaster and I talked about recently is people are comparing shitty analog to DJI. If people have like generic setup analog with crappy antennas and they have like garbage receivers and just like generic stuff, yeah, analog's gonna suck. Versus DJI that's like, hey, even with a whip antenna, it's pretty good. So you're comparing like apples and oranges versus like when Air Blaster, aka this guy named Johnny that flies FPV, that's really fucking dope. You should check him out on Instagram and YouTube, and you should check out Stinger Swarm as well, and also AFFPV. Isn't it AFFPV? Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
What am I speaking too fast? I can't even think about myself over here. But anyways, yeah, he was saying that specifically DJI with a whip works really well, and his analog setup sucks. And he came down to Atlanta and watched my analog setup with my, you know, filtered whatever, not trying to plug myself or anything with my gear, but my analog video is usually really, really good compared to most people's analog video that has lines in it. So if you're comparing like liney analog shitty video with a crappy video transmitter from 3 years ago to a brand new HD system that's running even a whip and it's doing pretty good, and then you see people that are endorsed by DJI like Rotor Riot or DRL and they're like, this is amazing, we're getting paid to say that, but it's amazing, then yeah, I don't know, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus any more than I already just did. But,
Yeah, and to be clear, Steele did fly DJI. He just didn't want to build it. He's flown my DJI
yeah,
system.
I don't want to build that shit. And I also have the radio that beeps if you don't do the battery update, and I don't fucking deal with that
Yeah, you got to get them to
Plus,
send you a
DJI
battery.
does nothing for the FPV community. I feel like all they do is they're like, oh, there's a hole there. And they throw a line, and then they're like, yeah, let's reel some fuckers over here. And then now they're like locked into their ecosystem, so fuck them.
My finger's not on a mic.
No one is afraid, no one is okay to say fuck DJI. Which I don't have a problem with DJI as a company, yeah, I do, fuck them. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna turn this and close it out. I don't know how to do that, but thank you, Kevin, for freaking holding the mic and listening to me rant. Mike, thanks for being here, holding you held something, I don't remember what it was, but he fucking held something down. And I probably will fly this at some point in the future, Kevin, another Kevin says you're the real star. He's the one that held the camera super still.
Everybody like bitch. They're like, Kevin, hold it still, hold it. It's like it's hard. And then they're like, you're covering the mic. There's no.
Oh, I can't hear anything. That's funny. Cool, man. Well, I hope Fat Shark sends me some goggles in the future, even though I didn't really say this was the best thing in the world. But I don't think that they were expecting me to say it was the best. They just wanted me to fly it and give them their feedback, which I will be more than happy to do via an email, not outside of this thing, because it's a work in progress. So, anyways, I haven't done a video like this in forever. I feel like talking on camera is kind of hard. But today was a day where the mustache gave me the power to do it right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video at some point in the near future. I wish I knew how to stop these. I don't. I wish I knew how to look at the camera too. All right, peace, guys. Thank you for watching.